So we're going to look at quadrilaterals and other polygons and look at how we can classify them. A quadrilateral is a closed figure with four sides and four angles. That's all it has to be for it to be a quadrilateral, is it has to have four sides and four angles. Quadrilaterals are named based on their sides and their angles, and the diagram below shows how quadrilaterals are related and also how they're named. Notice how it goes from the most general to the most specific. So the first is just being a quadrilateral. That means it has four sides. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way down, and then we'll talk about the trapezoid towards the end. The next most generic way of doing a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral with both pairs of opposite sides being parallel and congruent. Okay, so that's the other type, one type of quadrilateral. From there, we're going to go into three different kinds. Let's start with the rectangle. A rectangle is a quadrilateral. It is also a parallelogram. It has four right angles. So that means that the opposite sides are parallel and they're also congruent, and that the right angles are all the same. Let's go to the very right, the rhombus. A rhombus is also a quadrilateral. It is also a parallelogram, and it has four sides that are congruent. And then we have a square. A square is also a quadrilateral, and it's also a parallelogram with four right angles and four congruent sides. A square is the most specific quadrilateral there is. In fact, a square is a rectangle, a rhombus, a parallelogram, and a quadrilateral. It is all of those things. Now up at the top, let's go back to the trapezoid. If you notice, a trapezoid is none of them. A trapezoid is just kind of like the crazy old uncle out to the side of your family tree. It is the one that all it has to have is one pair of parallel sides. That's it. They don't have to be congruent. They don't have to be anything other than parallel, and you only have to have one side. So it is also another very generic quadrilateral. All right. So let's try to classify these quadrilaterals with the very, very best name. So in number 9, I've got four sides, so it is a quadrilateral. It has four right angles, and the four sides are congruent, so the best name for this would be a square. Number 10, it is a quadrilateral. It has one set of parallel sides, so the best name for this would be a trapezoid. All right, number 11, I have a quadrilateral. It does have two pairs of parallel side or congruent sides, but that really doesn't mean anything to us. So all we can say here is that this is also a quadrilateral. That is all we can say about it. And the reason it's not a trapezoid or a parallelogram is because for it to be one of those, the opposite sides have to be parallel, and they're not. All right, on number 12, it is a quadrilateral. It has four equal sides, so the best name for this would be a rhombus. All right, here I've got a quadrilateral. It does have two pairs of right angles, but that's all we can say about this. So all we can say about this is that it is a quadrilateral again. And this last one, I've got two sets of parallel sides. We don't know if they're congruent or not, so the only and the best name we can name this is a parallelogram. So that's quadrilaterals. Let's look at polygons now. A polygon is a simple closed figure formed by three or more straight line segments. A simple figure does not have lines that cross each other. You can draw a closed figure where your pencil will end where it starts. So if you look at that table, we have some pictures of some polygons and some non-polygons. For it to be a polygon, the line segments are called sides, they meet at endpoints, and the intersections are called vertices. Non-polygons, the sides cross each other, something might be left open, or it has a curved side. So that's a great way to see the difference between a polygon and a non-polygon. And we can justify and talk about the polygons and classify them by the number of sides they have. For example, we know that a four-sided shape is a quadrilateral. We know a three-sided shape is a triangle. A five-sided shape would be a pentagon. 6 is a hexagon. 7 is a heptagon. 8 an octagon, 9 a nonagon, and 10 is a decagon. And those are just some things that you just need to remember. A regular polygon has all sides that are congruent and all angles that are congruent. So, an equilateral triangle and a square would be an example of a regular polygon. All the angles are the same and all the sides. So let's see here. It says here to determine if each figure is a polygon. If it is, classify the polygon and state if it's regular or not. And if it's not a polygon, explain why. All right, so on this first one would be no, it is not a polygon. And the reason it is not a polygon is because it crisscrosses right there. This isn't two triangles put together because it does say that it is just one figure. So no, this is not a polygon. Number 8, yes, this would be a polygon. It doesn't have any curved sides. It's not open. And none of them intersect. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. So the best name for this is an octagon. And then the last thing is to say if it is regular or not. All the sides are the same. All the angles are the same. So this is a regular octagon. Okay, number 9, yes, this is a polygon. It is going to be a triangle because it has 3 sides. And no, it is not going to be a regular because this side is not the same as the others, and these angles are not going to be the same. Number 10, no, this is not a polygon because of that curved side right there. Number 11, yes, this is a polygon. It is not a regular polygon. Obviously, you can see that. Let's count the sides. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be an example of a hexagon. And lastly, yes, this is a polygon. This is a regular polygon because all the sides are the same and angles are the same. So let's see what kind of regular polygon it is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be a decagon. I hope this helps. Thanks so much for listening.